The most feared helicopter in the sky just got even more dangerous. It's faster, smarter, and can now destroy threats before they even show up on radar. The AH-64 Apache has been dominating battlefields for decades, but now it's become something else entirely. This machine wasn't born from peace, it was built from the failures of the past. After Vietnam, the US Army realized they needed a new kind of weapon, something that could move low, strike hard, and vanish before anyone could react. So in the late 70s, the Army put out the challenge. Hughes and Bell stepped up. The result? The Apache was born, and war would never be the same again. Its very first test came during Operation Desert Storm. Apaches flew deep into enemy territory and wiped out radar sites before the first bombs even dropped. From that moment, the world knew this wasn't just a helicopter, it was a ghost with teeth. Since then, it's been spotted in every major conflict. Iraq, Afghanistan, even on the Israeli border, chasing down drones mid-air. Wherever it goes, silence follows, until it's too late. But what makes the Apache so terrifying isn't just the kill count, it's how it's built. 2 General Electric engines give it over 2,000 horsepower. Its armor can take hits and keep flying. The pilot and gunner sit in a stacked layout, both fully trained to fly and fire, so if one is down, the other keeps the fight alive. And its frame? Reinforced to handle crashes most aircraft wouldn't survive. This thing doesn't run, it claws its way home. Now let's talk firepower. Under its nose is a 30mm chain gun that moves with the pilot's helmet. Look left, the gun looks left, it's like having eyes and weapons locked together. On its stubby wings, Hellfire missiles that can melt tanks, and Hydra 70 rockets that tear through vehicles and enemy lines. It can also carry air-to-air missiles like the Stinger, making it a nightmare for aircraft too. The Apache doesn't waste time, it ends threats. But this beast isn't just about brute force, it's smart. It sees through the night, tracks heat, finds enemies hiding in trees or buildings. With its longbow radar, it can follow up to 256 targets at once from 50 kilometers away. Its systems don't just react, they anticipate. It's been upgraded with helmet displays, night vision, GPS, and a targeting system so sharp it can strike through fog, dust, or darkness without missing. And just when you thought it couldn't get any more advanced, enter the AH-64E version 6.5. This is where the Apache goes from legend to myth. It now works hand-in-hand with drones, scouting enemies miles away. It can launch Spike NLOS missiles from distances never before seen in attack helicopters. Here it shares data in real time with ground troops and aircraft, turning the battlefield into a connected network of destruction. And yes, it's been tested with a high-energy laser, quiet, invisible, deadly. This isn't science fiction. This is the Apache in 2025. And it's not just America flying them anymore. Australia is now getting their first fleet of AH-64Es, 29 in total. The first one is nearly done, built in Arizona, but filled with parts made by Australian companies. These helicopters will be based in Townsville and maintained locally, creating over 230 new defense jobs. For Australia, it's not just about the tech, it's about building an industry around it. The truth is, the Apache should have been replaced by now. Most aircraft this old are long gone, but the US Army knows, if it's not broken, don't just fix it, upgrade it. By improving what already works, the Apache stays ahead while saving time, money, and lives. It's already the most worked-on aircraft in the Army. And with the new modular open system architecture, future upgrades can be added fast, keeping it lethal and ready without delays. So why hasn't the Army started over? Because they don't need to. The Apache isn't just a machine, it's a weapon that learns, adapts, and survives. And with the AH-64E V6.5 now in the sky, one thing is clear: this helicopter isn't going anywhere. It was born from war, shaped by decades of combat, and now it's evolved into something almost untouchable. While others are still building, the Apache is already flying. Stronger, deadlier, and more unstoppable than ever. And now, it's not just about firepower, it's about dominance in any environment. The newest Apache variants are built for land, sea, and urban warfare. Maritime sensors now let it track small ships across rough waters. In tight city battles, upgraded optics help it navigate and strike without risking friendly fire. This isn't just an attack helicopter anymore. It's a surgical instrument in modern war zones. But what really makes the Apache different from every other aircraft is what happens after the mission. Damaged Apaches have returned home with holes in their frame, fuel leaks, even shredded rotor blades, yet they kept flying. That's because every system is built with backups. Power, steering, weapons, redundancies are everywhere. In short, the Apache isn't designed to survive the mission. It's designed to survive anything, and its presence alone changes the game. Enemy forces have been known to retreat just from hearing its rotor. Guerrilla fighters and advanced militaries alike. No, once the Apache is airborne, hiding won't help. It doesn't scan, it hunts, it doesn't warn, it strikes. No mercy, no delay. Behind the scenes, Boeing is already preparing the next set of upgrades. Rumors point to new artificial intelligence features, allowing the Apache to choose the best firing solution in seconds. There are whispers of stealth paint, electronic warfare tools, and autonomous drone control. If true, that would make the Apache not just a hunter, but a commander in the sky. Even today, countries that buy the Apache don't just get helicopters, they get an edge. Japan, Israel, the UK, and soon Australia all know one thing. When you fly an Apache, you're flying decades of combat knowledge built into every screw, every upgrade, every redesign, every mission. It all feeds into the next evolution. That's what makes it so terrifying. It's not standing still. And while other militaries chase the next big thing, the Apache already is the thing. No other attack helicopter in the world has lasted this long, adapted this fast, or killed this efficiently. It's not just part of military history, it's still writing it. What's even more impressive is how quickly the Apache can turn chaos into control. In real combat, seconds matter. While other aircraft wait for orders or confirmation, the Apache's systems give the crew everything they need, right there in the cockpit. It can lock on, fire, and switch targets in the blink of an eye. That kind of speed doesn't just win fights, it prevents them from happening. Even its training systems are on another level. Pilots don't just practice in simulators, they train. With real weapons, live fire systems, and advanced scoring modules that track every shot down to the millisecond. If a pilot misses 1 out of 30 targets, they're not ready. That's how serious it is to fly an Apache. This isn't just any seat in the sky, it's one of the most demanding roles in modern warfare. And when you look at the battlefield, today the Apache still stands alone. Russia, China, and other global powers have tried to build their own versions, helicopters that look fast, sound deadly, and promise results. But none of them have the same combat record. None have been tested in more environments. None have survived as many hits and kept flying. The Apache isn't just a machine, it's a proven weapon of war.